disaster today. One of our test subjects, V920717, has murdered 3 other residents in a fit of unbridled rage, the likes of which I've never seen. It took almost 23 shots before the security team took him down. This subject has no history of violence or mental instability whatsoever. My concern is that this subject is one of our most successful implant recipients, able to execute complex instructions during a trance state.
specific news your little hearts can handle. Here's the latest news. Unemployment is down, stocks are up, and the UN has just declared global peace forever. I'm talking about that knight in shining vaults. Turns off a live atomic bomb in the town center as well. And the kid delivered. Hey, nice work, 101. Next time in
I can't believe what I've discovered. Just before he died, one of the security team members told me everything. The Overseer has been implanting these murderous intentions in the entire Vault population without my knowledge. Using the loudspeakers in the dorms instead of just the studios, he subjected everyone to the white noise as they slept. He then implanted combat suggestions he claims came from Vault-Tec itself. He must be completely insane. No observation, no controls. I'm going to have to confront him now. Make him pay for what he's done. Half the Vault is dead. The other half, fighting for its life. Good luck to all of us. And may God have mercy on our souls.
Show
population of the vault is exhibiting savage tendencies. We can only assume our noise experimentation has awakened some dormant part of their psyche, brought their primitive nature to the surface. In essence, I feel that they are almost psychologically devolving. I was stupid for rushing these experiments. And now over 35 people are dead.
Shining vault suit. This, faithful listeners, is the story of a little boy. A little boy named Brian Wilkes. You see, Brian's from Great Age, a small settlement that was recently overrun with overzealous giant ants. Brian, sadly, was the sole survivor. One comes in, and where our story, thankfully, gets better. You see, not only did Mr. Vault 101 stop the ant problem, he also found little Brian Wilkes a new home. So if you see Brian and his new parents, wish them all good luck. Oh, and 101, nice work. Until next time, this is Three Dog, Ow! And you're listening to Galaxy News Radio, bringing you the truth, no matter how bad it hurts. And now, a super important public service announcement.
me. more careful. Why don't you go bother the Brotherhood or something?
Why don't you go bother the Brotherhood or
No
something?
time to talk to your type, Logan.
right there, mister. What you think you're doing in the Republic of Dave? This is the Republic of Dave. Duh. It's named for President Daddy. But you have to talk to him if you want to stay here. Okay, I'll take you. But President Daddy doesn't always like new people. Okay, come with me.
Another foreigner in the Republic.
Don't you just love election time, Ralph?
I can't believe it's only a couple of days away. Yes?
It's locked for a reason. Don't get any ideas.
President Daddy, there's a wastelander who wishes to see you, sir.
I am Dave, President of the Republic of Dave. You will address me as Mr. President, or I will have you executed. Now, are you applying for citizenship, asylum, or just vacationing in the Republic of Dave? That's just what I would expect to hear from another spy from the waste. I am Dave. I am Dave. You are? Excellent. It's good to see that the Wasteland has finally recognized the sovereign Republic of Dave. If the people of the Wasteland are generous and respectful, I might deign to annex them. There's an election for the next president. Don't look so surprised. Can't you see this is a republic? Ah, a seeker of knowledge, then. Well, trust me, an election is what separates a president like myself from a monarch like my father. My father inherited his political power from birth and renamed this great nation the Kingdom of Tom. Although I also inherited my political power from my father when I took over, I formed a republic so the people may elect their leader. What now? The Department of Tourism usually handles all questions for outsiders. Make it quick. That's right. As president, I am head of the Department of Tourist Rights, the Office of Immigrant Affairs, and the Bureau of Dave-like Activities. My proudest duty, second to the presidency, is Commander-in-Chief of the Army of Dave, the most ruthless military in the Wasteland. Well, the Republic of Dave is the only true sovereign nation in the Wasteland, the only really civilized place left in the world. One day, all Wastelanders will be citizens in the Republic and know the greatness of their president. Years ago, I freed these poor people from the wrath of Tom, former monarch of the Kingdom of Tom. Afterwards, the people naturally elected me as their president, and the Republic of Dave was formed. Well, good for you, then. Very well.
President Daddy.
Hi there,
there's
honey.
A waste-
Come on, make it fast. I got chores. Shauna runs the museum, not me. What the hell do you want? Dave made me second commander of the Army of Dave, and that means I get a gun. Don't make me have to use it. All you need to know is that I'm second in command next to Dave, so don't bother me. And don't talk to Rosie or Jessica either. Those are Dave's wives, and they have work they need to do. Dave is in charge. When he's not around, I'm in charge. If you want anything else, go to the Museum of Dave on the left side of the compound. Just don't...
You really from the wasteland? Wow!
You're almost as big as Dave.
Are you really?
Dave says you're okay? Fine. You should talk to Dave, but okay. That's President Dave to you, Wastelander. Call him by his full name, or we'll shoot you. He takes care of all of us, even that selfish Rosie and her brats. My children will be a lot nicer than hers. All I have to say is Dave is my husband. Mine. Do you understand? I don't care what Rosie has to say about it. Just because Rosie used to be this big leader out in the wasteland, she thinks she's better than me. She even ordered Dave around once. First wife. Rosie is the second wife, since she's the oldest and not good for anything anymore. Dave is a great leader. He's going to bring civilization back to the wasteland. One day, they'll say it all started here. I'll help you if I can. Only Dave. He's the only person who ever runs. No way. You'd have to be crazy to run against him.
From the wasteland? Wow!
Are you really from the wasteland? Whoa!
So, Dave gave you the okay, huh? Well, welcome then. I run the Museum of Dave, where the children of the Republic can learn about their heritage. Sure, the Museum of Dave is happy to answer any questions on behalf of the Republic of Dave's Office of Tourism. Dave revised the restrictive marriage laws of the Kingdom of Tom shortly after the Republic was formed. Multiple marriages is now considered one of the great free freedoms of the Republic of Dave. President Dave is the savior of the wasteland, bringing peace and order to the savages man has brought upon himself. If you would like to learn more, please stop by the Museum of Dave's official tour at 2 p.m. Me? I just run the museum and teach classes to the little ones. You know, truth, justice, and the will of Dave. The Republic of Dave offers a rich history rivaling that of the great nations before the war. Oh, yes. Everything here is from Dave's adventures in the wasteland before he founded the Republic. I give a tour every day starting around 2 p.m. You should stop by then. I'd never really thought about that before. Why do you ask? Oh, wonderful. I'd be happy to accept your contribution on behalf of the Republic. And Dave just increased the budget for the museum this year, too. I was going to buy books for the children, but this is far more important. Me? I'm not sure if I can help you. Absolutely not. In fact, I'd vote for Dave twice if I could. Tamper with that, and we're going to have a problem.
I heard that Dave allowed you to stay. Well, welcome, stranger. Just be mindful of the children. Sure, honey, but don't make it too long or Dave will start wondering why we're talking. Well, yes, Dave and I were married when he was wandering the wasteland, before inheriting the Republic from his father, Tom. After Ralph was born, Dave said that the President of the Republic needed to repopulate the wasteland. So, now we have a second wife. Dave is a good man. He looks after all the children and makes sure they have plenty to do. He's bought a lot of toys, not that he'd admit it. He has our Shauna teach classes to the younger ones. She's over at the Museum of Dave to the west of the Republic. Not much to say, really. I'm Dave's wife, or first wife, I guess. I've lived here for many years now. We have plenty of food and water here, and the compound is fairly safe. I'm glad the children can be raised here, away from the wasteland. I'd like to see more trading done with the local caravans, but Dave's afraid their outside influence could weaken the Republic. Election time is always exciting around here. Keep your voice down. I'm not really comfortable talking about it out here. Anything?
Out with it, Ambassador. This republic isn't going to run itself. The election is still going on. What do you want to know? That would be Bob, Shauna, Jessica, Rosie, and myself. In the Republic, if you're old enough to carry a weapon, you're old enough to vote. Rosie and Jessica are usually here in the capital. Bob usually hangs out outside near the Brahmin pen. Shauna runs the Museum of Dave, so you can find her there. Jessica hasn't voted yet. Tell Shauna that Dave commands her to vote in the election. She'll come running, trust me. Nobody except me. Why would the people need anyone else but Dave? I give them all that they ask for. Bob still hasn't voted, that dumb bastard. Not yet. Rosie still hasn't voted. All right, sure, why not? The people have a tendency to wait until the last minute to vote, but I'd like just to get it over with. I'll spare a few caps if you just tell each of the adults to get over to the voting booth sometime today, so I cinch the victory. Not that I have anything to worry about. The people know who their leader is in this republic. Of course I voted. I was the first to vote. Now I'm just waiting for the rest of the votes to come in.
I heard that Dave allowed you to stay. Keep your voice down.
Hi there.
What?
Have you heard about Dave, mister?
Hello.
Man, the Brahmins smell awful today.
I heard that Dave allowed you. Believe it or not, I used to lead a group bigger than this one on an old caravan route. I did it for years, and we did pretty well for ourselves. But what am I talking about? Running against Dave would be like betraying him. Yeah, and like Dave says, freedom is the most free freedom that we have. You know what? You're right. I'll give it a shot. It's like my duty, isn't it? Yeah. You're right.
Dave says you're okay? Poor girl doesn't stand much of a chance, does she? I guess you're right. I'll go right now.
We have someone new in my republic.
Something you need? Oh no. Dave sent you to tell me that, didn't he?
Hey there, are you gonna play Republic with us?
All done. Dave's the best.
Yes? What is it? So I've heard. She couldn't possibly think that she'd be better than Dave. Man, I'd love to be the president. Everybody would have to listen to me, or I could just exile them to the wasteland. And the first thing I'd do is make myself the permanent leader so they couldn't vote me out in some other election. But there's no need for me to run. One year, Dave is just going to make me the leader, just like my grandpa Tom did for him. Too young. I'm tired of it. I'm old. Fine, I'll get out of the way.
Dave, lead our republic to glory.
Hi there, honey. Have you spoken to Dave?
Hey there.
Yes? What can... The election is still going. I told you before. There's Jessica, Rosie, Bob, and... Of course, as president of... An opponent. Let the people make their choice.
Man, the Brahmin smell
I'm
awful
gonna win
today.
this. Morning.
Yes? What can... Good. The votes are in. Oh yes, I almost forgot. Here's your caps.
Tamper with that, and we're going to have a problem.
Let's see what we have here. A vote for me.
Hey,
And another
Shauna,
vote for me.
did you do the early vote?
A vote for Rosie.
I can't believe it's only a couple
Bob?
days away.
Wait a minute. Has somebody tampered with the ballot box?
Rachel, can you believe
After
you're
counting the
almost
votes,
old
the
enough
president
to vote?
is...
I can't believe
Rosie.
it's only a couple of days
Rosie.
away.
President? No. This is unfair. This can't be. Fine, I'm leaving. See how you people do without me. Enjoy your new president. I guess you're wondering where I'm going. I'm off to annex Old Olney and forge the...
Hello.
Yes?
I guess you're wondering where I'm going. I'm off to annex Old Olney and forge the new Republic of Dave. Don't try to stop me.
Hey, anything going on?
Man, Dave says you're okay? Rosie's going to be the new leader? What will Dave do? Bye.
Well, now, who could have ever thought? Me, president! Huh, things are really going to be different around here. Listen, I can't thank you enough. You convinced me that I could do this, and you were right. I want you to have something. Dave kept some big weapon or something locked up in the safe in his office. The code is 1138. It's yours if you want it. We don't need it anymore.
Man, the Brahmin smell awful.
Hello. Hello.
Hello?
Evening. President Rosie? What's happening around here anyway?
Dave says you're okay? Man, the Brahmin smell awful today.
I just can't thank you enough.
A wastelander, like in the
President
stories.
Daddy says that people from outside the public are bad.
Another Wasteland survivor, huh? Sorry, but I don't got enough to share. Get your own copy of the book and do your own hunting. Ain't you heard of the Wasteland Survival Guide? Bought one off a trader, and it's the reason my family's back up to 2 meals a day. Is that so? Well, thanks, stranger. You and that Moira girl done all right by me and mine. Nice writing. Morning. The hell do you want? We're busy. We're trying to find this place up north called Oasis. Supposed to have a lot of good stuff to grab. But we ain't interested in sharing it with every dirty waster that wanders in. So now, we're gonna have to kill you. Hey!
This is Bob Anderstein. Family and I have taken refuge in a drainage chamber not too far from a radio relay tower outside of DC. My boy is very sick, needs medical assistance. Please help if you can. We are listening for your response. 3950 kilohertz. If anyone can hear this, this is Bob Anderstein. Family and I have taken refuge in a drainage chamber not too far from a radio relay tower outside of DC. My boy is very sick, needs medical assistance.
You have the violin? You've done it! Oh, my goodness gracious. Seems like you've been gone forever. Please tell me you have good news. Oh, my goodness. I must see. Oh, my. It's more beautiful than I could have ever imagined. I can't thank you enough. I wish I had something to give you, a more suitable reward for all your efforts. All I can give you is the frequency to my radio set. Tune in whenever you feel like listening to the strains of an old woman's violin playing. Sit down a spell and relax. Much better lately, thanks for asking. With the return of the Soi Stradivarius, everything has changed. It's like a long-lost family member has come home. Oh, don't be silly. I record everything I play on the nice machines built into my husband's old radio gear. That way you can hear the music anytime you want, and this old woman can get some well-needed beauty sleep. Well, I suppose I could. They aren't my pieces of music by any stretch of the imagination, though. You make a good point. I'm no spring chicken, so one day I'll be gone. Oh my, what if I'm the last person on the planet to know these pieces of music? What if all the recordings have been destroyed? To lose such beautiful music would be a shame. Well, I only need 2 things, my noggin and some music paper. Nope, I sure don't. I need the music paper to properly record the notes. If I just wrote on anything, it may not look standard enough to teach everyone in the future to read from it properly. You think you can bring some to me? Well, thank you. You've done so much for me already, I just don't know what else to say. If you get the paper, head back here in time. There's no rush. I'm afraid I don't. I'm surprised you didn't find any in Vault 92, knowing that it was a place where musicians used to live. I would ask every merchant and just search the wasteland. Perhaps one day you'll be in luck. Thanks.
Good morning, sir. What? Good morning, sir. What? It's good to see you alive and well, sir.
Oh, hey! Kinda busy here, but I guess I can talk for a bit. What's up? I couldn't tell you, really. I talked to Manya if you care that much. She's lived in Megaton longer than anyone. What do you need? Good hunting!
Huh? Yeah, what is it? I sure... Well, all right. Let me count out your caps. Sure, you got the purifier working right again, but if it runs out of water to pump, then we're still screwed.
You saved my life. Thank you, stranger. I hate to ask you this, but times are hard. Can you spare any more water? Are you serious? I can't offer anything in exchange, you know. I can just have it? For free? Really? Seriously? Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'll never forget this.
Welcome to Megaton.
What's your business, stranger? Hannibal says I gotta let folks like you in, but that don't mean I have to like it. Keep your hands in sight and don't make any sudden moves. I'm coming down to open the gate. Hannibal is upstairs somewhere. I'm locking the door behind you, so don't try anything. I'm watching you.
Go away! Hannibal is waiting for you.
Go talk to Hannibal, stranger.
Ah, a visitor. Welcome to the Temple of the Union. I'm not going to ask you who you are. For the moment, I don't care. We are all escaped slaves. I need your solemn promise not to betray us to Paradise Falls or the slavers. Until I get that, you cannot leave here. So, do I have your word? Welcome, brother, to the Temple of the Union. Our home is your home. Your past is your own affair so long as you serve our common good. As a symbol of our trust, here is a key to the gate. That's Abraham Lincoln, the great emancipator. We don't know how it came to be here, but it's fitting, don't you think? For 23 years, I was a slave, ever since I was 14. 6 years ago, I managed to escape from my master. He's been hunting me ever since. When I found the head of Lincoln here, I knew it was a sign for me to help other slaves to escape. I founded the Temple of the Union as a safe haven for runaway slaves everywhere. We are trying to make a safe haven for all runaway slaves. We give food and supplies to any that find us and help them on their way. We don't have enough room. There's not enough water or food here. But I have a plan to take over a place that will be a shining beacon of hope for all slaves. You make jokes when the lives and freedom of our fellow men are at stake. I tell you, I know a place that we can defend from the slavers. I want to move all my people to the memorial site for the great Abraham Lincoln, but I need to know if it's safe. I've heard rumors of super mutants infesting that area, though. We need to send someone to check that out first. I was hoping you would help us. The memorial is easy to find. Good luck. One other thing, talk to Caleb. He'll need your help. We can't leave unless he's ready too. Haven't you been listening? He was a stonemason. It will fall to him to restore the memorial as best he can. He's been pestering me for weeks now to get him some things he needs. I don't have time to deal with him right now. May the spirit of the great Lincoln protect you.
You're new. I'm Caleb. If you're going to be staying a while, I could use some help. Hannibal told you about Lincoln's memorial? Well, he doesn't just want to live there. He also wants to restore it. Make it so people tell stories about it and the word can get to the slaves. But I can't restore something if I don't know what it looked like. I need a drawing, a photograph of it. Yes, there might be one in the Museum of History. Alejandra says they have a special exhibit all about Lincoln. Long time ago, 8 years, I think, 3 of us escaped during the night. They caught Liesel and John. I made it into the wasteland. Raiders took me in at first. When I heard about this place, I knew I had to come here. My former master trained me in masonry. I fix things. Someday I hope to reattach Lincoln's head to the statue in the memorial. Okay.
Hannibal says you're on our side. My name is Alejandra. I'm an historian. I also tinker with pre-war machines. My dream is to build a shrine to the great Abraham Lincoln. Yes, for 4 years. I was young and pretty. I don't need to tell you what my duties were. He liked me enough to educate me. I learned reading, history, math, and even some science. When my master married, his wife insisted I get sold. Hannibal bought me and freed me.
You don't look like much, stranger. Bet you run from rad roaches. I'm Simone Cameron. Don't fuck with me. Hannibal says I can't shoot you, but I ain't trusting you with a gun to my back. I shoot nosy people. What the hell do you think I do? I protect this place. Don't let me stop you.
My name is Bill. Bill Seward, if you please, sir. Oh, yes, all my life. One day I killed the master's little girl. It was an accident, I swear. I ran away. They would never have believed me. Hannibal found me. I would never have made it without him. A bit of this and a bit of that, whatever Mr. Hannibal needs. I look after the animals, cook our meals, clean up, things like that. Good day, sir.
Ah, a fellow student on the path of the wasteland. Welcome to my humble caravan. Please relax, for we are in a place of safety. The type of safety that can only be ensured by an abundance of weaponry, both wicked and awesome, all of which can be yours for the right price. See, the world's a dangerous and unbalanced place. So I realized the only way to bring peace was to make sure that everyone could be dangerous. So, with a little bit of help from the mayor of Canterbury Commons, I set up this caravan. I can't give the weapons away for free, but I come close. It's my pleasure to offer hot death in a variety of exciting flavors. Take your pick. Keep your skills sharp.
Hello. Keep it on the level, and everything will be fine.
you all right? You aren't hurt, are you? I'd like to apologize. For the rude welcome. Those two have been a bit of a problem lately. Name's Rowe. Uncle Rowe to most. Welcome to Canterbury Commons. For what that's worth. The, Mechanist and the Ant Agonizer. That's just what they call themselves. It's ridiculous, I know. A while ago, we were attacked by the Ant Agonizer, that woman with the ants, obviously. The Mechanist saved the town with his robots. Well, that was all well and good, but I swear their fights are getting bigger, and it's been driving off the merchants. They simply won't leave. Oh, that's terrific. I knew you'd help out. Knew it in my gut, and it's never steered me wrong on a deal yet. Find where the Ant Agonizer and the Mechanist hide and convince them to stop or otherwise end their hostility, and you'll earn 200 caps. You only need to stop one of them, really. Nowadays, I think they only stay in Canterbury to fight each other. I'm afraid that won't do, friend. Great! I'm relieved to know this. Oh, and please, do try to use some discretion. We already have plenty of would-be heroes starting wars in the streets. We don't need another. If it'll help, I'm glad to. One day there was a crazy woman leading a bunch of ants into town. She said humanity was dead and the ants would inherit the earth, stuff like that. Well, that gave Dom plenty of time to line up a shot or two on the ants. She ran away, but every once in a while she'd stage an attack again. She wasn't much of a threat then. In fact, she was sort of entertaining at first. Gave everyone in town something to talk about. But when the Mechanists started fighting her, things got bad. Ants are easy to shoot, but add robots with lasers, it got real nasty. The Mechanist used to be our town mechanic, Scott Walensky. Quiet guy, but plenty fierce with a wrench and some solder. Guy used to take care of a robot that protected the town until it got torn up in one of the Ant Agonizer's lame little attacks. I guess he took it personal because he made a mechanical suit and called himself the Mechanist, said he would lead a robot army to fight her. Now he doesn't even respond to his name, and his robot army is more dangerous to the town than the ants ever were. My nephew Derek might know more about them. I swear it's all I can do to keep him from running into the fight whenever they come out. He might know more about where you can find them, but don't encourage the poor boy. He's had enough close calls. Glad to help, glad to help. You'll want to talk with Joe Porter over in Dot's Diner. I don't know who Dot was, but I'm sure Porter's food does her memory proud. When they're in town, you can find the caravan trader out front of the town. They say it's a good way to catch a visitor's eye. Ha! Damn near everything, I suspect. I founded the place myself, and I'm the reason this place stays fat and happy. Because I asked them to, I suspect. I grew up in these trade caravans, known most of them my whole life. I founded this place with my sister Daisy back in the day. Perfect stop along the caravan circuit. They're just small caravans that make rounds through the woods. They won't trade with anyone who's hit their friends, but that's... I had thought about it, but some of these waste... It'd take a pretty savvy businessman to make it worth their while to work together. I agree wholeheartedly. I'd hate... You can usually find one of the trade caravans at the... Other than them...
Oh man, did you see it? Did you see it? The antagonizer was all like, "Fear me!" The Antagonizer, she's this evil supervillain who's trying to wipe. And when they fight in town, it's incredible. And then my uncle says I need to stay inside. He says. Yeah, I guess. There's no one to play with. But the Antagonizer's strong and forceful, and the mech. I bet it's awesome to be them. You mean the superheroes? Yeah. I don't know much about her except she really doesn't. I think her lair is somewhere in the caves to the north. Joe Porter said he found out something about her, but my uncle won't let him tell me. He says, don't encourage. I knew the Mechanist back when he was just a normal hero. He used to be called Scott, but one day, the Antagonizer killed his favorite robot. Ever since then, he's been up on his forge, and the back of the robot shop on the hill. No way! Unless, maybe, you could be called super humongous and fight. It's okay, I guess.
Good to see you.
Hey.
Whatever you can do to help our town, we'd appreciate it.
Good to see you.
Hello. Newcomer to town, huh? Well, I'm Dominic Delasadro, and welcome to popular activities around town or trading. Of course, we ran out of thieves to bury long ago. Sounds like a good plan. Keeps the... Bro hired you to put a stop to their shit, did he? Guess he finally listened when I told him it's easy enough to hide inside when those two... I don't know who she is, other than a crazy with an ant suit and a... She wasn't much trouble by herself, really. Her attacks were a joke. If it helps, she was always attacking from the... You mean Scott Walensky? I refuse to call him by that. He used to be a damn good friend. Now he spends all his time up in that bot shop, just thinking... If you could just make either one of them stop fighting, it'd do the trick. You probably wouldn't have to worry about the other one. I can't imagine Scott attacking the town with his robots. Ro may prefer that you're thorough, but all I... Bye.
Just stumbled into town? You sure picked a fine day for... I'm Joe Porter. We do our best. Well, Dom and Ro do their best. I just make... You ever find yourself starving around here, drop by Dot's Diner. We don't charge much. Take a look. Let me know what you want.
Yes? With all of that fighting I know. Welcome to Canterbury Commons. Damn near all of them, depending on which caravan's in town. Guns, armor, food, junk. Everyone but slavers, that is. It's a hassle to transport their wares, as they say. Just as well, eh? Anything else I can do to welcome?
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy? Fine. Hi. Whatever. I'm a...
Hey, anything going on?
me to introduce myself. Running away is probably your